What's going on, Pathways Church? I'm Jake Collins, your middle school pastor, and I'm excited to join you for this week's Daily Dose. This week, we're talking about fasting. Fasting is a practice that involves depriving oneself of food or other physical sustenance for the sake of spiritual growth. There are many different ways to approach fasting. How you navigate it might vary based on your personal health, your family, or where you are in your spiritual journey. Even within Scripture, we see different kinds of fasts. This week, we're looking at 5 examples of fasting in the Bible and exploring the principles that all of us can apply to our lives. How many of you have navigated one or more big decisions in the past year? I'm guessing that most of you have. In these moments, we can find ourselves unsure of what to do. We have to pause, step back, and think about how we can seek God. We can pray, read scripture, listen to worship music, listen to sermons, and seek advice from trusted friends and mentors. And yes, we can also fast. The book of Nehemiah is a beautiful picture of a team coming together to accomplish a clear mission for the glory of God and the advancement of his kingdom. In the opening verses of chapter 1, Nehemiah learns that the city of Jerusalem is in ruins following the exile. In particular, the wall has been destroyed, and there is nothing to protect the city or the people within it. Now, we know from the rest of the story that Nehemiah is going to lead a team to rebuild that wall, but let's look at what he does first. We read in verse 4, "When I heard these things, I sat down and wept. For some days I mourned and fasted and prayed before the God in heaven." I think it's clear that Nehemiah is moved by the stories coming from Jerusalem. Not just moved emotionally, but also moved to want to do something. He has a sense of calling to do what he can to help, but he's not entirely sure of his next move. We might say that he has a vision, but now he needs to work out a plan. Instead of making a snap decision, he takes a few days to pray and fast. Nehemiah knows that he is in a unique position to help because he works for the king. With help from God, he might be able to get the king's blessing to rebuild the wall. Most of us are probably not in roles of this level of importance, but we are all uniquely positioned in our lives, careers, and communities to make a difference for God. That's a great prayer to pray in a time of fasting. God, how can I use what you have given me or where you have placed me for your glory? If you're interested in joining our all-church fast, you can head over to our app and click on the fasting section to learn more. That's all for today. Join us back here tomorrow for another Daily Dose.